Hi, today we were going to talk about 5 tricks that are therapist approved to stop anxiety in 5 minutes or less. And these work instantly. I use these with my clients all the time. They work with children, teenagers, and adults. And I'm going to teach you how to use them too. These are evidence-based practices. We're going to talk about what they mean and why they work so well. So let's jump right into it. Okay? Trick. No. One is called bilateral stimulation. What this means is that you are going to move your body in 2 different directions at the same time, and this can be done in multiple ways. For instance, if you were to take your arms and move them like this, over and under, you're doing bilateral stimulation. Or if you were to take your legs and move them like this, over and under, that also works. Bilateral stimulation has been found by neuroscientists to turn off the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of the brain that when it is activated produces all those physical symptoms of fight or flight that make anxiety feel so awful. Things like increased heart rate, sweating, difficulty breathing. When we turn off the amygdala, those physical symptoms go away. So that trick is really great for turning off the physical symptoms. It also has the added benefit of bringing a sense of calm to the body. You can do bilateral stimulation for as long or as little as you need to. But again, it is going to be most effective for the purpose of decreasing anxiety. If you do it for around 5 minutes or less, I will say though that sometimes just a minute or even 30 seconds of bilateral stimulation will be enough to start seeing results. So however you want to do it, just start moving your body in 2 different directions at the same time and you will see a difference. Alright, so trick no. 2 is called anchoring. What this means is that you are going to take something that feels good and attach it to something that feels bad. So if you're feeling anxious and you notice your heart is racing and you feel tense, you're going to take something that feels good and attach it to those feelings. So maybe you take a deep breath in and out and say, I feel calm. Or you feel grounded, or you might squeeze something like a stress ball and say, I feel safe, or you might pet a pet and say, I feel relaxed. What you're doing is attaching a feeling or an experience to how you feel in your body. And by doing so, you're helping your brain make new connections. This is because when we feel anxious, our brains are focused on the negative, right? We're ruminating over past mistakes or future worries. And we've learned to associate feeling bad in our body with those thoughts. So if we can find something that feels good in our body and attach it to how we currently feel, we're helping our brains make new connections. We re-saying, I feel terrible, and then we attach. I actually feel really calm, or I feel grounded. Whatever it is that feels good. Over time, your brain will start to make that connection, and will start to associate feeling bad in your body with feeling good, and this is going to help decrease your anxiety. Because your brain won't be stuck focusing on the negative. If it knows that feeling bad in your body can actually be a good thing, then it will start to focus on the positive. And I know that sounds kind of backwards, but I promise you that it works. Again, this is a trick that I use all the time with my clients, and it works every single time. Okay, so trick no. 3 is called prosody. And what this is when we change the way that we say something, we change the meaning of it. You know, I said earlier that when we feel anxious, we tend to focus on the negative. Well, when we focus on the negative, our brains interpret that as being urgent and important. And this is why we tend to ruminate over our mistakes or worry about the future. Our brains are telling us, hey, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. These negative thoughts are important. These negative thoughts are important. But what if we could change the way that we say our negative thoughts? What if we could make them sound less urgent? What if we could make them sound less important? Well, it turns out that when we change the prosody of our thoughts, we change the meaning of them. And when we change the meaning of them, we change the way that we feel. So here's an example. Let's pretend that I'm talking to someone and they say to me, you're not very smart, are you? Now, if they say it like this, it's probably going to make me feel pretty bad, right? I'm probably going to take it as an insult. But what if they say it like this? You're not very smart, are you? I'm probably going to laugh. I'm going to take it as a joke. It's the same exact statement, but because I changed the prosody, I changed the meaning. And when I changed the meaning, I changed the way that I felt. So next time you're feeling anxious, try changing the prosody of your thoughts. Try saying them in a monotone voice. Try saying them without emphasis. Try saying them in a silly voice. Try changing the meaning of them by changing the way that you say them. And you'll see that it changes the way that you feel. Okay, trick no. 4 is called effective labeling. And this is when we put a name to how we feel. When we put a name to how we feel, we decrease the power that emotion has over us. We decrease the uncertainty. So instead of just feeling something and not knowing what it is, not being able to put our finger on it, we put a name to it. And when we do that, we decrease our anxiety. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. I use this with my clients all the time. And when they start using it, they say things like, "I've never thought of myself as being brave before, but I am brave. I am brave." And when they start saying it, they start believing it. And when they start believing it, they start acting on it. They become braver. So try this next time you're feeling anxious. Put a name to how you feel. Put a name to the emotion that you're experiencing. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's disappointment, shame, frustration, pride, joy, excitement. Whatever it is, put a name to it and say, "This is what I'm feeling right now." And when you do that, you'll see that the emotion starts to lose its power over you. All right, so trick no. 5 is called graded exposure. And this is when we expose ourselves to the thing that we are afraid of in a healthy way. So if there's something that makes you anxious, you're going to expose yourself to that thing in a healthy way. You're going to expose yourself to that thing bit by bit. And you're going to learn that it is not as scary as you think it is. So I know that sounds kind of scary, right? Like, why would I want to do the thing that makes me anxious? But I promise you that this works, and this is one of the best ways to decrease anxiety. I use this with my clients all the time, and it works wonders. One of my clients was terrified of public speaking. He would get so anxious that he would literally have panic attacks when he had to speak in front of people. So I helped him come up with a plan to practice speaking in front of small groups of people. And as he did that, he got more and more comfortable. And then he started speaking in front of bigger groups of people. And as he did that, his anxiety decreased. It didn't go away completely, but it decreased. And now he speaks in front of hundreds of people at a time. And he doesn't even get nervous. It's because he exposed himself to the thing that he's afraid of in a healthy way. He exposed himself to public speaking bit by bit, and he learned that it is not as scary as he thinks it is. So try this next time you're feeling anxious. Expose yourself to the thing that you're afraid of in a healthy way. Do it bit by bit, and you'll see that your anxiety goes down. So there you have it. 5 tricks to stop anxiety in 5 minutes or less. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button below, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And as always, thank you so much for watching.